Hey everyone, welcome. Tonight I'm painting a small farm in a field on this little 5x7 canvas. I like keeping it small. It takes the pressure off. I don't need to fill a huge canvas. I can just focus on something simple and something calm. I've always felt like I've had a natural talent for drawing and painting, but the real reason I stuck with it is because of how it makes me feel. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. When I sit down to paint, especially at night, the world slows down. I stop thinking about what happened earlier in the day. I stop worrying about what's coming tomorrow. It's just me, the canvas, and the colors. Usually when I start, I like to use a palette knife. It lets me put down large, rough shapes quickly. I'm not worried about the details yet. I'm just trying to structure the painting. With a knife, I can block in the sky, stretch out the field, and shape the barn without overthinking. The strokes are bold, it's a little messy, but that's what I like about it. The knife forces me to stay loose, which is my favorite style of painting. On a small canvas like this, it's almost like sketching with color. I'm carving out space, giving myself a roadmap, but keeping it simple. I let the knife marks show because they add texture and character. Once I got the big shapes down, that's when I switch over to the brush. That's where the details start to come in. I like to keep it minimal, suggesting the roof line, hinting at a doorway, pulling a little light across the field. Nothing too exact, but enough to guide the eye. The brush helps me slow down, refining things, adding softness where the knife left hard edges. It's almost like having two different conversations with the canvas. The knife sets the stage, and the brush fills in the story. For this piece, I'm using a very simple palette. Just a variation of brown, a yellow, a crimson, and then simple black and white. With just these colors, you can mix almost anything you need. Browns for the barn, golds and greens for the field. When you mix yellow in, soft pinks and oranges when you cut in the crimson with the white. I'll use a little bit of black to deepen everything, and the white to lift it back up. I don't like overcomplicating my palette. Fewer colors means more harmony. Everything naturally belongs together when it comes from the same few tubes of paint, and honestly, it feels good just to keep it simple. Painting like this starts rough with a knife, then easing into the details with the brush. It mirrors the way I like to live. Start broad, don't worry too much about the mistakes, and then refine as you go. I've had many ups and downs. That's what painting has taught me, not to be afraid of the first stroke, not to freeze up, just begin. Once the paint is on canvas, you can always adjust. And sometimes the things you didn't plan turn out to be the best part. I think that's why painting has stuck with me all these years. It's both freeing and grounding in a way to let go. And at the same time, a way to find balance. So here it is, a small farm in a field, painted on this little 5x7 canvas. Started bold with the palette knife, shaped and refined with a brush, using nothing more than a handful of colors. It's simple, but that's the beauty of it. Art doesn't have to be complicated or even perfect. For me, this is peace. This is how I slow down and how I end the day. Thanks for painting with me tonight. I hope you found a little calm in watching this come together. Until next time.